And in fact, if we go back 15 years, hypothetically, if we could go back 15 years, if the government said, in any country, if the government said, we are going to make it law that every single person carries a little tiny box in their pocket, we are going to listen to every single conversation you have, every business meeting, every consultant meeting in a doctor's surgery, every single word you say, we are going to record. Whether your phone is on or off, we have the ability to record. We're also going to monitor everywhere you go. So we are going to know everything you say and everywhere you go. But there is an advantage. Apart from paying us, which you won't like, you do have the ability to push a few buttons and talk to somebody. We will, of course, listen to it. There would have been riots in the streets to say, we are not having this. But the marketing was so clever that it's gone out and people are paying them to do this. I mean, you must admire them, for the cleverness that it's gone out. But this is the problem. And of course, they're addictive.
Chemically addictive? Do they cause the release of hormones in the body?
They are electrically... The average person works on the lowest level of energy. And if there is a telephone box half a mile down the road and you have a cell phone in your pocket, the average person will pull out the cell phone and say, well, this one won't hurt me, dong, 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 hello, Mr. Smith, rather than walk down the road. Yeah. So there is that. You become more lazy. The other addiction is that there are numerous experiments. I have pages upon pages of experiments where the microwaves going into the brain, they accelerate and, if you like, increase the natural rhythms of the brain. It's called entrainment. They actually accelerate the brain and excite the brain. And we know that a child that uses a cell phone for just 2 minutes, the brain is accelerated and not back to normal for 2 hours, around 2 hours afterwards. And that's just for 2 minutes. Now you imagine a child in a playground at a school that spends 20 minutes on the cell phone. The brain is not going to be in a learning state for the rest of that period of the day in the classes. The child is probably going to be hyperactive, misbehave.
And a general pain.
And a general pain, yep.
And is that something you can see on EEG?
Oh, yes.
The ability to change in the brain waves?
And it is guaranteed. I have pages upon pages of this type of experiment. It's so easy to do that most people in this research area have done it many, many times. And anybody can do this. Just don't expose your brain to any microwave cell phones or anything for a couple of hours. Take an EEG, take one from your heart, an ECG at the same time. Make a call for 10 minutes and take another one. And then see how long it takes your brain to come back to normal. You'll be absolutely amazed. The delta, theta, alpha, beta brainwaves, you'll be amazed how long it takes them to come back to a normal state.
This technology is truly frightening, really frightening.